eu tive que aprender o português de novo, desde o começo, porque o meu português estava no nível de 5 aninhos. E de repente me encontrei viajando em México, Costa Rica e Equador por 3 meses. Era per me stessa, non era per il lavoro, non era per nessuno, era per me, per piccola Joe. Mais il y a 2 ans que je n'utilise pas mon français. E poi niente. So I always get asked, why do I speak so many languages? So I'm going to break that down today in all the languages that I speak and also tell you how they've changed my life. Overall, I feel like language learning is like a cheat code to life because you get to live multiple lifetimes every single language that you learn. It's gotten me professional opportunities, travel opportunities, love connections, friendships, relearning my language so I can connect to my people back home. And every single language that I've learned has literally changed my life. And there's no reason why learning languages can't change yours either.
To the intro, sis. You know she's not your average Joe, not your average Joe. She's not your average Joe.
And before we get into today's video, I wanted to give a big shout out to Preply, which is my go-to language learning platform where I connect to tutors all around the world. They have over 50 languages represented. You could choose what schedule makes sense for you. And it's a good way to meet someone abroad and to customize your learning plan to how you actually learn. It's with a human being. And to me, learning language is to connect to human beings and not just to stay on our phones, twiddling on those gamified apps. If you're ready to take your language learning seriously, click in the show notes and you'll get 50% off your first trial lesson on Preply today. I've used them for Greek, for Spanish, for Italian, for Dutch, and I'm always impressed because the quality of teachers in the platform is top-notch. Happy language learning! Mas agora vamos começar a história. Então, eu sou a Joana, Joaninha, Juju, e eu nasci no Rio e a minha família inteira é brasileira, então eu morei no Rio até os 6 aninhos, quando a minha mãe decidiu tirar a gente de lá e eu cresci nos Estados Unidos. Aprender inglês não foi fácil e a coisa que surpreende todo mundo é que não sou 100% americana because of the way that I speak English. Like, I was born and raised in the USA, wasn't born there, was raised there. It wasn't easy to learn English because no one in my family spoke English. I had to learn in ESL, English as a second language. Pain, I cried a lot, none of the kids understood me. But by around 7 or 8, I started getting pulled out of classes to translate for the Spanish-speaking kids because our school system was not very diverse. And so even if I couldn't speak Spanish, I could only speak Portuguese. I was more helpful than the teachers who could only speak English, which is when I was like, this is a straight up superpower. And imagine if I can learn more languages and help more people and get pulled out of class and be rewarded for it. So naturally, j'ai décidé d'apprendre le français à l'école. J'avais presque 14 ans, quelque chose comme ça. J'étais jeune et j'avais le choix entre l'espagnol ou le français. Et j'ai dit, je peux comprendre l'espagnol, mais le français, c'est pas très populaire. Et donc, j'ai commencé mes études en français et j'avais un professeur de langue très strict, Monsieur Béchy. Il a dit qu'il pensait que je pouvais être excellente si je faisais des efforts. Et donc, j'ai fait des efforts. Et le français, c'était la première langue où j'ai dû apprendre dès le début d'une manière formelle, avec la grammaire, vocabulaire. J'ai dû apprendre la discipline avec le français parce que sans ça, oui, j'avais un bon accent, mais pour apprendre la grammaire, c'était une autre histoire. Il y a 2 ans que je n'utilise pas mon français. Et le truc marrant, c'est que j'habite en Belgique, mais c'est pas dans la moitié francophone, donc j'utilise mon français presque jamais. E poi, quando avevo 16 anni, 15-16 anni, ho deciso di imparare l'italiano perché sempre ho avuto questa passione per Italia, per tutto quello che era italiano e gli italiani. Tutti mi dicevano che imparare l'italiano non sarebbe stato utile come imparare lo spagnolo, per esempio. E per questo che ho deciso di seguire il mio istinto rebel. Era per me stessa, non era per il lavoro, non era per nessuno, era per me, per piccola Joe che voleva viaggiare il mondo, avere possibilità dappertutto. E la lingua italiana è divertentissima. Ma prima ho dovuto scrivere una lettera al direttore della scuola per chiedere il permesso perché potevamo studiare solo una lingua. Ho detto loro che ero bilingue, già parlavo portoghese e inglese, che potevo parlare francese e l'italiano. E hanno detto di sì e ho cominciato a fare francese e poi l'italiano uno dopo l'altro, che non era facile, ma sono riuscita. perfecta. Mais c'était pas forcément les classes pour être 100% fluente. Donc, j'ai fait un petit 4 mois à Paris et j'ai appris le français avec une famille d'accueil. J'habitais avec Lala, elle était très stricte, elle parlait que le français. Et après 4 mois, mon français était fort. Puis, je suis rentrée à New York where I wanted to pitch a TV show, a travel TV show, but I couldn't really travel because I was broke. So I got a job at a hostel where I spoke Italian, Spanish, French, and English and Portuguese all the time. And I also pitched my little videos to different companies. Y de repente me encontré viajando en México, Costa Rica y Ecuador por 3 meses para aprender español. Y no era tan fácil, aunque entendía casi todo gracias al portugués, pero no era fácil expresarme. Todo salía en portugués, portuñol, hasta que un día empecé a hablar español. Y fue como si mi cerebro finalmente hubiera creado un interruptor entre los idiomas. Podía cambiar. Portugués, español, francés. Me recuerdo de este momento de transición que no debe traducir todo en tu mente. ¿Cómo es posible? Es una sensación increíble que me sorprenda cada vez. Polyglot goals. And then I returned to the States after these 3 Spanish months, and I was determined to make language learning a part of my life. So I basically made videos in a bunch of languages. And posting my progress made it a lot more possible, which, yes, was scary because when you learn new languages and you're rusty, you make mistakes. And I was putting my progress out in the open for people to tell me that my Portuguese sucked. Eu tive que aprender o português de novo, desde o começo, porque o meu português estava no nível de 5 aninhos. Com os erros, eu fui melhorando. And I think that's the point of language learning, is that it makes you put yourself out there as an adult and fail, and be okay with failure, and reminding yourself that it takes these failures to become fluent. And next thing you know, my love of languages took me all over the world. Fui a Cuba para perfeccionar mi español, ho passato un sacco di tempo a Sorrento e Roma per praticare l'italiano. Filmei séries no Brasil, inclusive no Rio e na Bahia. J'ai filmé des vidéos en français. وأنا أتكلم وبفهم شوية عربي. متابي στην Ελλάδα για να μάθω ελληνικά, στην Αθήνα και στη Θεσσαλονίκη και μπορώ να διαβάζω και να γράφω στα ελληνικά. Προσπαθώ να πιάνω κάθε χρόνο αν μπορώ, but this year I couldn't go, which is so sad. Μου λείπει πάρα πολύ η Ελλάδα. And as if that wasn't crazy enough, I fell in love with a Belgian guy in the Nederlandse talige deel van België. En ik woon in Antwerpen en ik spreek Nederlands met een Antwerpse accent. Na 1 jaar weer lessen op preply, koffietjes met mijn schoonmoeder, begon ik beter Nederlands te spreken. Ik sla babbeltjes met mensen op straat en ik kan eindelijk grappig zijn in het Nederlands. En ja, soms maak ik fouten en voel ik me zoals een peuter, maar wat belangrijk is om te proberen en vol te houden. Maar ik moet eerlijk zijn, vorig jaar had ik meltdowns. Ik dacht dat ik deze taal nooit zou leren. Met de woordvolgorde, grammatica, accent, verschrikkelijk. Maar as we say in English, look at me now. Kijk nu, y'all. Vandaag is het Nederlands een grote deel van mijn leven. Ik lees 's avonds in het Nederlands. Ik luister naar de radio in het Nederlands. Yes, I still listen to the radio. Ik heb Vlaamse vrienden. Nu met de taal sta ik binnen de cultuur. De mensen zijn ontdooid en ik heb een grote gemeenschap van Vlaamse mensen die als familie voor mij zijn. Zo gek dat na 33 jaar alles in je leven kan veranderen, vooral de taal die je spreekt. En het is echt cool dat als je blijft studeren en proberen, dat je de gains voelt. Like you finally begin to feel the gains. Finally. Na alle moeite. And now my 2 new fun hobbies are going for runs and learning Nihongo and Popolsku because I love Japanese culture and a good friend of mine is Polish. It's just a lifestyle at this point. I read books in Dutch. I listen to music in Portuguese. I watch shows in French. It's all over me. I can't live a day without having some access to another language, and I always wanted this kind of life, which is pretty damn crazy that I was able to build it. It is very painful, you're very exhausted in the middle of it, but do not give up, you got it, and don't forget, it takes those language fails to become fluent. Don't let anybody talk smack about your accent, you're doing great. As long as you do a little bit every single day, it will compound over time, even when it feels like you've made 0 gains. Je te juro, tô falando sério, gente. And the thing about these languages is that, yeah, it's all fun and games to speak them, but you gotta really practice to keep them alive, which I think is what I need to do now. If anything, this video has reminded me that I love these languages, and if I don't actively practice them, they will die. Because if you don't use it, You already know. Leave a comment down below. What languages are you learning and what are you struggling with the most? And also, I genuinely recommend finding yourself a Preply tutor because it is such a good way to stay accountable and to make sure that you are staying on top of your language, even if it's a 25-minute lesson once a week, twice a week. Don't forget to click in the show notes and get your 50% off trial lesson on Preply today. And the more you put in, the more you get out. You're doing great. Damas.